Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, how are you today? Yeah, we are today going to learn about uh, how to try to answer some questions related to the certain topic. What are they? They are about simple past and present perfect. Okay, I'm sure that maybe some of you have studied about this topic about simple past and present perfect. This is the question that we are going to answer. Yeah, this one. The question is, I will read it for you. The town's swimming pools and cinemas, blank, 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 a few decades after that. In recent years, several big music festivals have blank, 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 a party feeling to the city. Today, the population of Brighton is 156,000. In the last few years, it blank, 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 a very expensive place to live, but it is still a great place to visit. So we must answer this question by filling the space between the words in each sentences. Which one the answer? A, B, C, or D? Okay, to answer about this question, we must understand the concept about simple past and present perfect. Okay, so I will explain to you about that. The first simple past and present perfect has different function. These are, okay, it is the function of simple past. It talks about a finished action that happened in the specific past time without correlation with present condition. So it means that to express about something that happened in the past and there is no correlation, there is no impact with the present condition. For example, I lived in Jakarta last year, and now it is not, the condition is not true anymore. Now I live in Lampung. So there is difference condition between past and present. The second, she was fat when she was child. Okay, when she was child, she was fat, but now she is slim. So there is different condition between past and now. So that is the function of simple past to express about something happened in the past and there is no correlation about the past condition and the present condition. What about present perfect? Look at here. It talks about a past event or action with a result or connection to the present condition. To express about something that happened in the past, it can be finished or it can be unfinished, but there is correlation between past and the present condition. I will give you the example. For example, I have eaten. I have eaten, but I have eaten since this morning, for example. But there is a correlation. Now I am full. I'm not hungry anymore, or I don't want to eat anymore. So there is cause and effect because I have eaten, so right now I am full and I don't want to eat again, something like that. And then the second sentence, he has studied hard. Okay, he has studied hard. Because he has studied hard, there is an effect in this present condition. He can answer all questions correctly. Yeah, because he has studied hard, so he can answer all questions correctly. There is cause and effect, or there is impact uh, from the past condition to the present. Okay, that's the first difference, the function. And then the second, simple past is answering the question of when. Meanwhile, present perfect answering question about how long. For example, like this, when did you study? I studied this morning. I studied 2 hours ago. So the answer, the time signal, this morning, 2 hours ago, it is answering the question of when. When did you study? I studied this morning. I studied 2 hours ago. The answer of the question when is point in time. Okay. What about the present perfect? Present perfect is answering question of how long. For example, how long have you studied? Oh, I have studied since this morning. I have studied for 2 hours. So the answer of the question of how long is not point in time, but it is the duration about how long. I have studied since this morning, so I have studied for 2 hours. How long have you lived in Bandar Lampung, for example? I have lived in Bandar Lampung since 10 years ago. So until now, I have lived in Bandar Lampung for 10 years. So the answer of how long is the duration. So if the question is when, the answer will be simple past. If the question is how long, the answer will be in present perfect. Okay, now what about we try to answer the question? This one. The town's swimming pools and cinemas, blank, 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 a few decades after that. A few decades after that. Now we try to focus on the time signal. A few decades after that. A few decades after that. It means that the time is already in the past, and it is the point of time, a few decades after that. And in your opinion, what is the suitable question for this, for answering this space? When or how long? How long have, how long have the town swimming pools and cinemas opened? Or when did the town swimming pools and cinemas open? If the answer is a few decades after that, okay? Based on the answer a few decades after that, the suitable question is when. And if the suitable question is when, so the answer must be in simple simple past. Yeah, so it must be verb to. So from here, the option that has verb to is option B and C, opened and opened. So we can eliminate answer A and answer D. The possible answer must be B and C. What about the next word, which is suitable to fill the space in the second sentence? In recent years, several big music festivals have a party feeling to the city. It's really easy because there has been the word have here. There is the word have. After the word have, the suitable verb is verb 3. Is that right? So this one, brought and brought, have brought. Yeah. In recent years, several big music festivals have brought a party feeling to the city. So there is no difference between B and C are still true. What about the next sentence? Became or has become? In the last few years, it blank 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 a very expensive place to live, but it is still a great place to visit. You can see here there is correlation between the first sentence and the second sentence. Yeah? In the last few years, it blank 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 very expensive place to live, and the connection or the correlation is, but it is still great place to visit. So if there are two sentences or the past sentence has correlation to the present condition, so the suitable answer is present perfect or has become. And in the last few years, it is also the time signals of present perfect because it is happened in the past and it is still including now in the last few years. It means started in the past, not long time ago, and it is still including now. So based on the explanation, the answer is C. Okay, I hope that this explanation is clear for you. Thank you for your nice attention. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.